More.
Hey, everybody. Happy April. So excited to get to hang out with you tonight. Maybe you have no idea who I am. So let me start with introducing myself. My name is Christina Williams. I am a Diamond Senior Ruby with Plexus. And you guys, all that really means is that I have had a lot of experience over the years with helping a lot of people with a lot of crazy complicated health issues get great results on their products. So the goal for me being here tonight is to, you can go ahead and mute everybody, Michelle, I'll unmute. Thank you. The goal for me being here tonight is several fold. Number one, I just want to make sure that you understand how to get the most out of the investment that you have made. We know that there are a lot of companies out there. We know that when you walk through a drugstore or a pharmacy or a retail store that you have options. And so the fact that you have invested your hard-earned dollars into Plexus, we take that responsibility very, very seriously. And we are extremely committed to helping you get great results on your products, both in the beginning and long term. So I just want to kind of set up some expectations. I want to set up some beliefs and things that I need you to know about your products and about your journey moving forward. So I will start by just telling you a little bit about me and how I found myself in the world of Plexus. I am a school teacher by trade. I'm a mom of 4, and my kids range from 17 all the way down to 4. So they are everywhere. And before Plexus, I taught 4th grade here in Middle Georgia. And so I definitely never saw myself, sharing health supplements, but health has always been important to me, at least for the last few decades. I was a young mom and relatively healthy, had no health problems that I knew of. And when I was in my 24th week of my first pregnancy, my body literally betrayed me. I went from being perfectly healthy at a prenatal appointment on Thursday to by Monday having stroke level high blood pressure. It caused a grand mal seizure. I totally skipped pre-eclampsia and got right into eclampsia. I developed HELP syndrome, which is where your liver enzymes start causing some organs to shut down. And this was as a perfectly healthy, almost 20-year-old. And I was shocked. I was utterly shocked. And so fast forward, got on what I call a cocktail of prescription medication. And I stayed on them for, until I started Plexus. So 19 to 29. So 10 years. And you guys, and even with this cocktail, my levels weren't stable. Even with my cocktail, I would end up in, I'm sorry, I'm getting messages from Brittany saying people are maxed out. We'll just have to paste the recording. I wonder if I can increase that. I have no idea how to increase that. I don't know a solution. We'll go with it. It's okay. My bad, you guys, if you're watching this recording and you wanted to be on live, who knew? I had no idea that Zoom would cap you out at 100 people. So anyways, y'all, even with the blood pressure medication I was on, I found myself in the ER multiple times, having to hold a sign that said stroke protocol. I was on anxiety medication. I think people just told me it came with the teaching degree. I'm not really sure about that. But I also took medication for restless legs. So I say all that to say my entire 20s, I looked like the picture of health. I work out, I eat well, but I was on all kinds of medications for all kinds of things. So Plexus came into my life because a friend that I had gone to high school with 10 years before was sharing about it. And I remember thinking, okay, well, I don't know if this will help me, but I trust that she at least won't kill me. So I reached out to her one day and I said, hey, listen, tell me about Plexus. Why has it seemed to help your husband with his allergy issues and you with your stomach issues? Like, help me understand how all of that is related. And so that's where I started learning about gut health and blood sugar balance and hormones and inflammation. And I was in grad school at the time, so research was just something I just kind of did. So the more I learned, the more I was baffled. I was literally mind blown. And so that's where my love of Plexus came from. It took us about 6 months to cut those blood pressure meds in half. And then by the 1-year mark, I was off of them completely. I've had 2 kids since being on Plexus full term. And so just grateful, just so grateful that I can feel better at almost 40 than I did my entire 20s. So I have no idea. If I had the pleasure of talking with you guys one-on-one, I get to ask your story. I would get to ask, hey, listen, what brought you to Plexus? What is it that you're hoping these products are going to help you with? What is it that, you're hoping to overcome or to not have to deal with anymore? For some of you, it's knowing where every single bathroom is on the way to a vacation spot. Like, you're the friend that everybody has to know where all the exits are on the interstate because you have to go to the bathroom. And when you have to go to the bathroom, you have to go right then. Or you're the friend who chronically has to bail out of girls' night out because you've got that pounding headache that makes you sensitive to light. Or you're that friend that can't do anything outside for Easter because if you do, what's going to happen? The pollen is going to cause all kinds of allergy issues, and it's just going to be a big, major problem. You guys, here's the thing. It seems like Plexus is going to do everything for you except fold your laundry, but it's because Plexus is going to address the major root issues behind the majority of problems we struggle with as Americans, really as a people, as human beings. So I just want you to know you've made a wise investment because our products are backed by science. They are clinically proven to address some major root issues, which have to do with your gut flora, which have to do with candida and all these sciencey things that if you're not a science person, I am not a science person. Basically, what you need to know is your hormones affect everything in your body. Blood sugar, insulin, one of the master hormones, gonna affect every other hormone in your body. Your gut health is gonna affect everything else and or together. Couple that with inflammation, and I'm telling you, it's the perfect recipe for relief, which is why we're so passionate about these products. Maybe you jumped on board because your sister asked, like, hey, come do this with me. Or, someone like me has been following you for, years and years and years, trying to get you to understand that you could have relief. But whatever it is, we're so glad that you're here. So, best tips. What is your responsibility as a brand new Plexus product user? Number 1, we ask for you to commit to consistency. Listen, your products won't work if they're in the bottle on the counter. They won't work if you take them every 3rd day. They're not going to work if you take it this week, go to the beach next week and forget it, pick it up the next week, and then let soccer schedule get in the way the next week. We ask for you to commit to consistency in the same way that a gym membership is not going to work if you never enter the building. You can go and sit in the parking lot at the gym as much as you want to, and you're not going to grow any muscle or burn out any fat. You actually have to use what you've purchased. And so these products, they're only going to be as useful as you are consistent. So set some timers. Ask your sponsor, like, hey, listen, I need a really simple schedule. Can you help me simplify what I've got my hands on here? And then you set a schedule. You set a schedule to have your morning dose, your night dose, and then you just keep that disciplined promise to yourself to see it through. If you get in the bed before you remember to take your ProBio 5, get back up and go get it. You can do this. It's really simple. When somebody says, I just don't have the time, what they're saying is I don't have the bandwidth to remember. And the truth of the matter is you do. You remember to brush your teeth every day. You can remember to take your products. If you want this to be the last thing that you ever have to try, you're going to have to let this be the one thing that you actually try. This is going to have to be the thing that you see through. Tip number 1, you must be consistent. Tip number 2, you're going to have to commit to drinking the amount of water that we're telling you need to drink. Listen, I've heard everything. Drinking water makes me nauseous. There's no way I can go to the bathroom all day long if I have to drink that much water. Listen, you guys, this is said with so much love in the world. You have to choose your hard. Is it hard for me to drink a gallon of water a day? Of course it is. Of course it is. Is it also hard for me to have to stay on a cocktail of blood pressure medications for the rest of my life? Sure is. So you're going to have to choose your hard. And if you have never been a water drinker, you don't have to get to a gallon tomorrow. We're looking at making progress over time. But you guys, there's scientific reasons why. the long and short of it is this: as this bacteria is being broken down in your body, it has to exit your body. And the only way it can do that is being attached to a urine molecule. It's got to be attached to water, which is pee coming out of our body. Go that way. Thank you. So you're going to have to drink enough water that you can get rid of the bacteria that we're breaking down before it has a chance to resettle and manifest itself in some unforgiving way. So when you call me and you say, hey, I noticed today that I felt a little sluggish. And I'll say, well, that's interesting. Tell me about your water for the last 3 days. And you'll say, oh my gosh, like I was at the baseball field. I totally forgot. Like, do you think it's the product's not working? You guys, I'm going to say it's absolutely not the product's not working. Remember when you committed to doing your part. If you're not getting rid of the bacteria that you're asking the products to break down, then you've got to accept the responsibility for creating that environment where healing is being halted. So you can serve yourself in 2 ways: consistency, drinking the amount of water that you're supposed to drink. Those are the only 2 things that we ask for. This is not something where you have to change your diet necessarily. I hope that as your hormones are balanced and as your gut health is healing, that you're going to start making wise choices with your food. But listen, I live 80-20, okay? 80% of the time I make good, wise, clean choices. 20% of the time I eat all of the Laffy Taffy and gummy bears. So, I mean, it's called balance, right? So we're asking for those 2 things for you. That's the commitment that you've made. That's what's going to get you the best results on your products. The third thing that I ask for my people is communication. Communication. We want you to be hydrated. We want you to be consistent. We want you to be open. If you're not noticing things that you had hoped to notice, communicate that with us. Don't leave the messages on red and you just think, okay, well, I'll get back to it later. Communicate with us so that we can serve you well. At this point, we have tips, strategies. We have all kinds of things that we can do to tweak our very flexible products to help you notice the things that you want to notice and help you not notice the things that you don't want to notice. So it's really, it's imperative, basically. You have a health coach, basically, with your sponsor where you can say, hey, this is going on. Can you help me understand if this is normal? Should I change something? Should I add something? Should I take something away? Like, help me do some research, because you guys, we've got hundreds of testimonies of people who have struggled with some of the same things you have, and they have figured out a regimen that was good for them. So communicate openly. There's nothing that's too embarrassing. There's nothing that's too open. There's nothing that's TMI. At this point in this business, nothing is off limits. So just communicate openly with your sponsor. When they send you those retention messages, let them know where you're at on the dosing scale. Let them know, like I said, what you want to notice that you're not, and vice versa. So that's what we ask for when it comes to your products. If you notice, I'm trying to get through this because I value your time. I know on a Monday night, there's a million places you can be. So I just want to be sure to honor your time. Benefits of your VIP membership. Sometimes this gets lost in the excitement of starting products. Number 1, every single month that your subscription processes, and when you bought your welcome pack, you earn something called perk points. Now, perk points are kind of like Kroger points, or I'm trying to think, Chick-fil-A. I get Chick-fil-A points. It's basically points given to you as a thank you for your purchase. And these points accrue and you can redeem it for free product. So it's very similar to the Chick-fil-A reward program. And y'all, I use the heck out of that. So you get a certain number of points, you can log in just like the Chick-fil-A app, you log into your perks portal and you say, okay, this is what I can redeem for this amount of points. These are the free products I can get for this amount of points, so forth and so on. Every single month, I have things coming in that I've ordered from my perks. So just be aware of that. It's one reason that I tell people, keep that subscription on. You want to be rewarded for the purchases that you're making anyways. There's no reason to log in and make a one-time order when you have that subscription set up to conveniently show up. Side note, if you turn your subscription off and your products are late and you forget to order until you run out, just know your gut microbiome can start to regress or go backwards in as little as 3 days. So while you're waiting for your products to show up, you're already losing progress. So there are reasons that the subscription's there. Convenience is number 1, because listen, for me, convenience is king. Okay. 2, perk points. perk points. This month alone, I redeemed mine for 3 different products because I had that many perks points accrued. So you can redeem it for Slim, you can redeem it for ProBio 5, just about anything you can think of, you can get for the free. So keep that subscription on. Okay. The other thing that I want to talk to you guys about, how are we doing on time? Oh, we're crushing it. Guys, with your VIP membership also comes the amazing opportunity to use a referral link. Now, listen, I use referral links for a lot of different things. I have a referral link. Our mortgage company, actually, they were sending out like gift cards, like, hey, use your referral link. Basically, tell people that you use us. And when they use us, you get this benefit. So Plexus has a fantastic referral program. You open your mouth and tell somebody what you're excited about, what you're starting, what you're hoping Plexus is going to help with. And they say, oh, me too. Like, I struggle with that. I need to do what you're doing. And then you say, okay, cool. Well, my friend Christina helped me get started. Let her help me help you. And all of a sudden you've used a referral link and you did not even know it. You guys, last month we had record number of people who were looking for help, happiness, and hope. And you have answers for people. Whatever drew you to Plexus, whatever health struggle you have, you guys, there are people out there praying for relief from those same things. And you have hope you can offer them. You have hope. It's why you joined. You have hope that you will no longer deal with A, B, C, or D. You can offer that hope to someone else. Now, I know some of you are thinking, well, yeah, like when I love Plexus, or when I see how it's going to work for me, then I'll be courageous enough to share with other people. You guys, let me tell you why that's not the best idea. My friend Brittany, who shared this with me, she didn't have high blood pressure. Matter of fact, she didn't have anxiety or restless legs. If she had waited until she could speak to my struggle, I would still be struggling. But because she was willing to share her hope and her belief that, hey, this could probably help you too. Like, it's going to help me with these things, but I believe it could help you with these things because it's all rooted in the same thing: gut health, blood sugar balance. She was willing to say, hey, I don't have these needs that you have, but I know I have something that could help. So I encourage you guys, you can build your belief in what you have to offer in a lot of different ways. You can build your belief by reading health testimonies that your people are sending you. You can build your belief by studying ingredients. You can build your belief by going to Google and Googling migraines and gut health, high blood pressure and gut health, anxiety and gut health. If you're finding ways to make connections between gut health and anything else, then you know we can serve that person. And you guys, I would really, really encourage you to not let your fear of what other people would think steal an opportunity for you to offer hope to somebody. When the focus is on serving someone else, offering hope to someone else, offering solutions to problems that people are looking to solve, then it becomes so much less about me and my fear, so much less about me and the fear of rejection, so much less about these things, and so much more about, what if this could help this person? What if they could have that same result that I read about in that health testimony? All of a sudden now, I'm passionate about sharing. And y'all, Plexus rewards that so well. This month alone, let's say you're brand new. This month alone, you go grab your mom, your sister, and your best friend. Plexus is giving you over $400 cash money. Not just product credits, but actual cash in your pocket. I have a friend, she's actually on this call, shout out to you, Tiff, who joined last month, decided to go and get, she was so excited about what she was looking to do. She went and grabbed 19 friends, and Plexus is giving her over $1,400. You guys, she didn't set out to build a business. She set out to serve other people. She was excited about something and she realized, oh, people share things that they're excited about. She's excited about health and wellness. She's excited about the hope that she's going to crush her health goals now. And she decided to invite other people to come crush theirs. And you know what, you guys? Not a single person asked Tiffany, well, what's this done for you? Like, do you love it yet? You know why? Because she was so excited about the hope that it would help. She allowed them to get their belief from me. She invited me to share my belief with them. She borrowed my belief. And because of that, her family brought in over $1,400 just from sharing with the few people last month. She was totally brand new. So just know, if you've been praying for relief in the area of finances, first of all, I was you. You guys, I know more people go to bed worried about money than they do about their health. And I'm telling you, you have a solution. This could be as big as you would like it to be. And we've got some simple systems in place right now where we can show you exactly how we have built what we've built, and you can put as much effort toward it as you would like. I know people that'll come in this month and they'll bless their family with a few extra $100 to cover inflation with groceries, right? Or they'll earn enough to pay a car payment, or they'll earn enough to cover that mortgage. But you guys, what we have is answers to prayer. So if that's you, be courageous enough to have the conversation. Conversation is not a commitment. Call up your sponsor, send them a message and say, hey, I'm really nervous to even bring this up, but do you think I could do what that girl was saying? Like, do you think I could build what she's saying? Could you show me a system? Could you show me what you do every day? Could you show me how to share with my sister? I'm really nervous about it. Just ask the question and then go and become empowered. People need what we have now more than ever before. It's why when the rest of the economy is going, health and wellness and our business is soaring, because people are looking for what we have. And now you can be that avenue for somebody. It just takes a little bit of courage, a little bit of hunger to grow, a little bit of willingness to change. But you guys, I just encourage you, dream a little bigger. Dream a little bigger. You don't have to envision yourself like me, top of the company, all of that stuff. Listen, I started exactly where you are. Brand new, scared to death. Could I do it? That's where I started. And then I did a little bit. And then I did a little bit more. And then I did a little bit more. So I would just encourage you, have the conversation. If you have questions, ask them. You guys, this could be big. It will be big for some of you. So number one, keep the promises to yourself to get the most out of the investment that you've made. You made a wise choice. Keep the commitment to see this through consistently. Long-term, this is not an overnight fix, not a quick fix, not a 1 month fix. You signed up for health and wellness, and that's an ongoing journey. So stay the course. Stay the course there. And then I challenge you to explore everything that's at your fingertips here. So I hope that this call inspired some of you guys. I hope that it encouraged you to be confident in your purchase. I hope it encouraged you to be confident in just opening the doorway for that conversation for someone else. And we're here. If we can do anything for you guys, just know we all started exactly where you are, and you absolutely have what it takes to be successful. So that's what I have for you guys. And I will see some of y'all around. Bye, y'all.